practice is our, it's taking the medicine, taking the medicine. Then also we should see enlightenment as excellent, as something to aspire to. And that we should always have a great wish in our heart that the Dharma will remain forever. So when we have that kind of an attitude, there's a method. By thinking like that, there's a method for developing joy. Right as we begin to say, okay, great, I have in fact met a path to freedom. So I do have such a wonderful opportunity. And I believe that it's important to create joy every time we sit, to bring gratitude every time we sit. It's not something to finish, to get done. Oh, I have these practices, these prayers that I recite. It's not like that. It's to become one with that. And when we have a heart that is grateful for having an opportunity, then we really take advantage of it. We really kind of look at it. How is it working in my world? Buddha said, don't believe what I say. You should check it. Really check and see how it works in your own life. How is it that the Dharma works for you in your world? We should really look, should really check, and not take things at face value or just the words, not to listen to the words, but to really put it into practice. And from my point of view, I always need to do a little bit of, uplifting, creating gratitude. When I start my practice in the morning, I begin by making some offerings, and I make water bowl offerings. So when you make water bowl offerings, you put incense in the purify the water bowls with a little incense, and you make the water bowls. The water bowls are just a base for thinking about offering all of these various things. So, but that wasn't my point. My point was that as I'm offering these water bowls, I'm looking at pictures of my lamas there on my altar, my close lamas, and offering incense to each one, just holding the incense, thinking about them, having gratitude. And then I have a little sun that hangs above the closet that Heidi, the former director of Vajrapani, gave to me. It's a little ceramic sun that's smiling, and it says joy underneath it. So I make an offering to joy as well. And just making an offering to joy, just thinking like that, automatically opens the heart and lifts the spirit. So I can recommend that as we begin. As I look around this gompa and see, let's see if I do this, you can see the water bowl offerings in front of the Buddha there, and you can see this Tara altar. There's water bowl offerings over there. It's so beautiful. And there's more. I'm afraid I'll unplug. So, all right. So let's consider that joyful. All right. Let's just let our hearts be open and glad that we're here together. Such a remarkable experience to be able to sit together. So please find your meditation seat. Get comfy. And having a glad heart with a deep wish to dispel the misery of the world. How wonderful it would be if we really were able to free all beings. And we let that be our pole star. May I become a Buddha to be of the greatest benefit to all beings. And then we settle into a state of relaxation, allowing our awareness to come to the crown of our head. And we take stock of this body as we float down, and we release any tension that we find. Checking our brow and around our eyes, our jaw, letting all of our facial muscles be soft. Coming into our neck. And across the shoulders. And then down our arms. All the way to the tips of our fingers. Feeling our hands resting gently in our lap. Then coming back up to the back of the neck and begin to float down through your torso. Noticing your shoulder blades, your upper back, your chest, and coming down to the small of the back. All the way to your sit bones. Let your belly be soft. Breathing down into the belly. And then floating down your legs. All the way down to the soles of your feet and the tips of your toes. Feel the places where your body touches the seat. Being grounded and safely held in the arms of Mother Earth. How wonderful. Just the sensations as the breath moves through the body in a state of stillness and relaxation. letting go of the past, or fantasies about the future. Just being present here with nothing to do or undo. Allowing awareness to settle on the breath as the body breathes. Thoughts come and go. But we attend to the breath. Mental images arise, but we attend to the breath. The sensation in the body, the belly rising and falling. And if the mind is relatively calm, then fine-tune the awareness and bring it to a single point at the tip of the nostrils, to the sensation there as the breath flows out and back in again. Be content if just 10% of the mind is on the breath. While thoughts and feelings and emotions arise and pass. If you get kidnapped by a thought, recognize that you've grasped a thought. Notice the sensation in the body and mind when you are spinning a story. And return to the breath, noticing the sensation in body and mind when you return to stillness, attending just to the breath. That single point, that sensation. When asked how to practice, Buddha said, "In the scene, let there just be the scene. In the herd, let there just be the herd. In the tactily sensed, let there just be the tactily sensed. And in the mentally cognized, let there just be the mentally cognized." A yogi knows when they breathe out and when they breathe in again. When in the seen there's just the seen, and in the heard there's just the heard, and in the tactily sensed there's just the tactily sensed, and in the mentally cognized there's just the mentally cognized. One sees there is no I in there nor out there. Nor anywhere to be found. Just the seen, the heard, the tactily sensed, the mentally cognized. Just the breath flowing in and out. How we long to actualize this path. In order to do so, we accumulate virtue by taking refuge and by generating bodhicitta. We surround ourselves by all sentient beings, thinking, how I long to free you. Mom on my left and dad on my right. Friends and family behind me and the troublemakers in my life in front of me. Then filling space with sentient beings, manifesting in human form with their own particular kinds of suffering. All just like me, longing for happiness and freedom from suffering. So we lead them in this practice of refuge, seeing our Lama in front of us in the aspect of Shakyamuni Buddha. I go for refuge until enlightenment to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. By my virtuous actions of giving and so on, may I become a Buddha to benefit all beings. I go for refuge until enlightenment, to the mind of enlightenment, to seeing emptiness directly, and to the Arya beings who have. May I become a Buddha to benefit all beings. I go for refuge until enlightenment, with confidence in the knowledge that the nature of my own mind is wisdom, its expression is clarity, and its compassion is all pervasive. May I become a Buddha to benefit all beings. May all beings abide in equanimity, free of attachment and aversion. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings find good rebirths and the bliss of liberation. I will help us to have these. Please, Guru Buddha, bless me to be able to do this. So we see our Lama smiling at us, so happy, wanting to help us. Then we make this request. Oh, magnificent and precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus and moon seat above my head. Guide me with your great kindness and grant me realizations of your holy body, speech, and mind. So now we imagine that our Lama appears then above the crown of our head. His holy body is made of light. And from his heart center, rays of light and blissful nectar flows down as we make this request, granting us these realizations on the path to enlightenment. May I be inspired by Guru devotion, uplifted by the preciousness of this human life, shed the fetters of attachment and aversion through a knowledge of impermanence, be protected by refuge, guided by a knowledge of actions and their results, aim for liberation through renunciation. May I be motivated by bodhicitta, opened by giving, disciplined by ethical behavior, strengthened by patience, enthused by joyous effort, stabilized by concentration, and freed by wisdom. So now imagine that these light rays and nectars are flowing down through the crown of your head, filling you up. The seeds firmly planted to actualize the path. And we ask for this blessing. Oh, magnificent and precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus and moon seat at my heart. Guide me with your great kindness and stay with me always until I attain enlightenment. And so now your Guru, as Shakyamuni Buddha, melts into a small sphere of light, the size of a robin's egg, which begins to enter our crown and slowly descend down through the center of our body, coming to rest at the level of our heart. This sphere of light's nature is love. And as we inhale, allow that light to become energized. And as we exhale, allow it to expand. On the inhale, thinking, may I be well and happy. And on the exhale, thinking, may I actualize my full potential. Allowing the light to expand to fill your whole body. The light of love. And know that you are loved. Feeling that warm, loving light filling your whole body, it becomes uncontainable, and experience it beginning to pass through your pores. And you know that it is your nature to love as you turn your attention outward to benefit others. Turn your awareness to those you love who perhaps are experiencing difficulty in some way. As you inhale, energizing the light of love, thinking, may you be well and happy. And as you exhale, offer them what they need and see it being received. Anyone you know who is sick, who's undergoing some kind of treatment, remove the cause of their suffering. And give them health. Whatever suffering of body or mind they are experiencing, take it away and let it grow your love. And offer what they need. May you be well and happy. May you realize your full potential. Then turning your attention to the troublemakers in your life. May you also be well and happy. May you realize your full potential. Knowing that, like me, those with whom I have difficulty are forced by their own afflicted emotions to behave in ways that are unpleasant, that cause harm. And just like me, they long for happiness and freedom from suffering. Just like me, they have joys and sorrows. I want to bring my own mind to a place of equanimity. And not harbor any ill will or irritation or anger, but wish them to be well and happy. And to fulfill their highest potential. May you be well and happy. May you realize your full potential. What if they're doing the best they can? Can we allow compassion, loving kindness to arise? Growing our love. And then turning our attention out to sentient beings that we may call strangers. There may be groups of sentient beings that we can attend to. Certainly, we can think of those who are hospitalized due to this pandemic and their families and their caregivers. Oh my. All over the world. Please, may you be well and happy. May you realize your full potential. Think about the many, many families out of work, unable to feed their children, struggling to educate their children. May you be well and happy. May you realize your full potential. So many without homes, living on the streets. May you be well and happy. May you realize your full potential. Give them what they need. Take away the causes of suffering. Think about those who are experiencing social and political unrest. May you be well and happy. May you actualize your full potential. Places where there is war, the soldiers fighting and the people living in fear, out of ignorance, fighting. We cannot solve our problems by fighting. May you be well and happy. May you realize your full potential. See them at peace. Those who are in positions of power, may you be well and happy. May you realize your full potential. Imagine a world filled with joy. May we all be well and happy. May we all realize our full potential. Allowing our awareness to go to the infinitude of space, touching every living being with love, wishing each and every one to have happiness and all of its causes, to be free of suffering and all of its causes. May we only think of benefiting one another. Let your awareness expand out into the infinitude of space, this light of love. And then gradually bringing it back. Like breath on a mirror, leaving all concept behind. Coming just to the size of the body. And then once again, a small sphere of warm light resting gently at our heart. And rest here for just a couple of minutes. Your heart full of love. And then begin to feel your body present at this place, on this seat, in this room. With your spiritual companions. And let's dedicate all of this good energy by merit of this virtue. May I become Buddha and lead all beings, everyone, into that enlightened state. May the precious Bodhi mind not yet born arise and grow, and may that born not decline, but increase more and more. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, find an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of my merit. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms, the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. As long as space remains, as long as sentient beings remain, there too may I remain to dispel the misery of the world. And please now turn your attention to anyone in your life who is unwell, mentally or physically, and dedicate this positive energy to their wellness. To all those on our prayer lists, may they be healed. May they have fortunate rebirths. May they have happy minds. May all of the spiritual guides who have shown us this good road live long and fruitful lives. And may a vast rain of Dharma fall, granting realizations to each and every one of us.